Hello and welcome to CineQuest video. Today we're doing another Halloween special of Hulu Halloween. I think it's called Huluween, right?
Huluween.
Original.
Huluween.
Mr. Crocket. So
Monsieur Crocket.
let me just read the IMDb. A mother embarks on a perilous quest to rescue her son from a demonic children's show host who is kidnapping kids. Basically, this movie starts off. I feel like I'm mixed up on like the order of how this movie goes. Does it start off with the kids, the parents, the family eating dinner, right? It does, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, and that was a cool opening scene. I wasn't expecting that much gore in this movie, especially for a Hulu original.
Are there very many?
I don't know. I don't know if y'all remember this, but
Hellraiser remake.
Right. I still need to watch that, dude.
Hold on. Hulu used to do the series of movies that were pretty much just dedicated to horror. I think it was called Into the Dark, and that was like they would do it like every month. Every month a horror movie would come out, like an original horror movie. Yeah, and they had some good ones. Remember that I mentioned to y'all, like there's I think we talked about it during our Valley Strange cryptid, the Black Eyed Children. There's a movie with that, which I thought was pretty good.
Yeah. Bex.
Which one?
Bex Kids. The Bex Kids. Sorry, no, I don't remember the name of the movie. I was
yes.
those.
Ray.
But
come on, man, because we're watching Mr. Crocket. You gotta talk about Black Eyed Children.
Hey, with this skin tone, I can talk about whatever the fuck I want, right?
That's right. I forgot Books of Blood was also done.
Well, that was a TV show.
Oh, really?
That was a TV show.
Yeah. They have a lot of feature films. Little Monsters, another horror comedy. Yeah.
With Fred Savage?
I think you're right.
That's what I thought when he said Monsters. I was like, what?
No, but it is like that because it has the same name. That's it. Limited time released in Australia.
Well,
generally positive. No, yeah. Anyways,
we'll continue on. So, Mr. Crocket, initial thoughts, Bryce. What do you think of Mr. Crocket?
It was a surprise for me, honestly. I don't remember where I heard it. Roland, didn't you mention this movie?
I think it was. I think Roland was the one that suggested it.
This was all you, buddy, and I was very, very pleasantly surprised by the trailer.
Wait, I'll tell you what. It's
so who
I saw it on
it?
an Instagram I follow, and it looked. I kept seeing the picture pop of the poster, of him like the bow tie and like the mustache. And I was like, I don't know what this is. I couldn't, it looked like this is going to be stupid. And then I saw a couple of clips of it and I was like, oh, this actually looks like it could be good. And I was actually very pleasantly surprised with it. I liked it a lot. I will tell you though, as a father, a divorced father, that opening scene did piss me off though. Cause I'm like, this dad's just trying to get this fucking kid to eat his vegetables. Why is that bad?
Yeah. But I mean,
obviously the way he was doing it wasn't okay, but it was just like the kid was already giving him a hard time. He's like, man, I'm full, and it's like, oh.
So like the children in this movie do a real great job of just
being
seeming
annoying,
like
being annoying children,
little annoying shits. Yeah. What were you saying, Ray? When Bryce started talking about this, you said
no, I wasn't certain of who suggested this movie.
It was Bryce.
Okay, yeah. So I know we kind of throw up trailers so often in our Discord.
Oh man,
to kind of like see like maybe which one we would want to watch, and I know this one did seem interesting, and the initial comparison that y'all made was like Mr. Rodger's kind of type of film.
Yes, but after seeing it, I changed that. I think it's more like Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah, I was gonna like Pee-wee's Playhouse, rated R, Murderland.
Yeah.
Who's a good cross for this? I mean, like the guy makes a fucking pact with the devil, so
just like Pee-wee.
Just like it's just like Peter Rubin did. I mean, Paul Rubin. Excuse me.
Paul Rubin. He was practicing chaos magic when he was in the theater.
It's how it's how you got so famous. You know, he made a deal.
Yeah.
He had to make a deal at a
Yeah,
crossroads.
he had to spill his seed, you know, amongst a sea of seeds.
They don't talk about the sigil he had in there.
This was just a cool movie. I like it was like this kind of made me think of like of Stream a little bit, in that there's just like a lot of people out, or the dialogue doesn't need to be super fucking like complicated or long or anything. Like it's just very straightforward kind of plot, and just some really strong like examples of like just cheeseball characters. So again, shitty kids, so like easy. There's so many of them. Shitty parents, also easy to do. Like.
Yep.
Did you all kind of get
and some pretty cool practical effects?
Did you all kind of get the feeling a little bit? I know we did compare. You said comparison to like Pee-wee's Playhouse, and initially in our before we saw it, we said Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers.
Evil Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
Did you all kind of get a bit of a Freddy Krueger vibe whenever you like figure out his origin story, but without the pedo stuff,
No,
like he is
a
Mr. Crocket is supposed to be like a genuinely good person who kind of like went a little too extreme. Yeah, but he went to a bit of an extreme to kind of help kids, and then kidnapping them, and in turn getting himself killed, and then to come back he had to make a pact with the devil. That's very like Freddy Krueger.
I mean, yeah, it's very close to that, just without the pederast shit, right? Yeah. And yeah, no, like it's actually very, very close to that. I'd say probably. I mean, it's not exactly
without that piece of shit element to it.
Because like he does sort of play on like his victims' fears. He brings all that out.
Surprisingly, even with his like attire, he still has like a very menacing presence.
Yes,
which I found like kind of surprising.
It's all in the eyes. He's got like he's got a real
especially
crazy...
that scene where he comes to the VCR. He's like it's the opening scene.
Yeah,
where he's just like looking through the VCR. I was like,
that was creepy. Who's the guy that plays Mr. Crocket? I forget his name here.
Oh, that's what the hell is it?
Elvis
Nolasco.
I'm not familiar with this person, but I think the possibility of opening up a world of Mr. Crocket is kind of there.
That'd
be great.
Sequels.
That'd be great.
For this coming out, man.
Well, I mean, the way they end the movie, like they leave it with that kind of cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's very ambiguous.
Yeah,
and it's ambiguous, and it also does like a fun little flip to where it basically unravels any resolution that the movie might have had, originally. Because they're just like, oh, everything's going great. Nope, fuck you.
Yeah.
And the movie's done.
Yeah, I was kind of happy they didn't do like a last minute like jump scare or anything. They kind of just left it to what
didn't he have like a last, like his face is just there on the screen, I think at the end, like I think he had like it wasn't a jump scare.
Yeah, I don't think that was necessarily.
Was it? I don't remember. I thought it was just
part of the credits.
Zooming in on what the kid was drawing and stuff. I don't remember.
No, I think after that, like the credits roll for a few seconds or a minute or something, and like there's this. I think he just has like a scene where he's just like boom, right front portrait style
with the bow tie,
and then that's it. Yeah,
a bow tie's never been scarier.
I don't know this guy from anything, and that's a damn fucking shame because he seems like really cool.
Yeah, I could definitely see this becoming a series, man. But I'll tell you one thing is funny is the fucking Pee-wee-esque chair that's like it's like a demon and shit, calling people pussy and shit. Eat pussy, come on. That shit was great, dude. I don't know, man. I love all the fucking.
Yeah,
I liked
this movie did have a lot of comedic elements, which is great though.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of comedy horror that's like perfect. Like this slapstick stupid, you know. Oh, I think you need some more iron in your diet.
Yeah.
You know, like this is so dumb. I loved it. What was I trying to remember? He has a thing. What was he doing? Right. When he's like showing like his origin story, you know, and like you're watching the little video and then I thought it was kind of fun to see like a few more like other character heel turns in that one, to where it's like, oh, it's that other one, and then it turns out like, oh, he's just a bastard. I don't know. The thing I was thinking about though was when he gets pissed off at the end of the movie, and he starts talking all this shit. He drops a line about reading Rainbow.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
yeah.
He drops a line about
reading motherfucker.
Yeah, that rainbow book heaven, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I was like, holy shit, you just trashed LeVar Burton. That's
I
awesome.
know. I was like, what the fuck?
No one dare trash LeVar Burton. Good God.
And I was like, actually, LeVar Burton, I think it was today or yesterday, he was just coming out of the White House for getting a fucking medal from the president for reading Rainbow. Or like, well, rather for his contributions to like, you know, furthering education
in Star Trek.
So that's kind of fun. Wait, what?
I said in Star Trek.
Star Trek.
In Star Trek, yeah.
Number one engineer.
Yeah, everybody's favorite, Geordi LaForge.
Yeah, Geordi LaForge.
Yeah, man. Like I really enjoyed this movie a lot.
Yeah,
it just had all the elements I did like, but like it does touch on some kind of like, I guess, darker themes of like abuse in the family, abusive fathers,
or maybe like
single mothers, all that kind of stuff.
Abandonment.
It does talk about, it does touch on that with abuse, but it's like
absentee parents. There we go.
But the thing is, like, the mom she was a pretty good mom. She was trying to do everything for that kid, and it's like
they also do a good job of showing the other side of that. Yeah, like the stress building up, and you know, like this crazy goddamn things that are out of your control.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these events. The kid's father tragically passes away. You know, and then the fucking kid doesn't even realize, like, he doesn't understand it. And that was actually another pretty interesting segment in the movie. I don't care again about this, you know, touchy-feely crap, but it was really interesting to see the child like come to grips and like realize, like, oh shit, my dad's gone. You know, when he goes to the funeral and he's there playing his games, not thinking about anything. And then later on, you know, his mom comes into his room and he's like, I want to talk to dad. And she's like, he's not here, baby. You know, right? Like, what do you do? And so like those were really, really well fucking like planned out like moments to see. Like, I don't know. I don't really have any problems with this movie. Maybe it could have been a little shorter. I don't quite remember the run time on this one.
I do not either.
It was like an hour and a half. It could have been a little, but
I think it was. Yeah, I want to say you're right.
It's an hour 28 minutes.
If that's not okay, I take it back then. That's fine. That's perfect.
Perfect.
That's never mind.
Yeah.
This is a very like I don't think there's a lot of fat to trim in this movie.
Well, this is actually
it was quick and it was pretty concise. Like
actually
it was
an adaptation. This is an adaptation of a short film that was like 6 minutes. It was it's from something called like Bite-Sized Horror. And then the actual short film is called Mr. Crocket. And I think they just expanded on it, and it's not the same people that come out, I don't think. They just adapted it. It came out in 2022. 6 minute short film called Mr. Crocket. So they just expanded it onto a full length feature film. And I think they did a pretty good job with that. I mean, I have no complaints about that necessarily. I didn't really have much complaints about the story or the villain, Mr. Crocket, because there's a point where you kind of like think like he kind of just got a bad rap and kind of got a shitty hand. So like now he's like the bad guy in this whole thing. And even he was a little extreme in his methods in helping kids, and it kind of like fucked him over, got him killed, and then in turn like becoming this person. But I think visually the colors in this movie are great. I love that whole this movie is supposed to take place in 1993, so that's why you still have like that VHS aspect of everything.
Yeah.
Which
cool
is really cool. I think the cinematography is done really well. I thought it was acted well, and I don't know. I just think there's enough of a palette in the world of a color palette in the world of Mr. Crocket that kind of makes it
it lends
more
itself
interesting.
to be a very like a series, like it easily,
And then it has all those little those little creatures that he has with him, like that can also be a part of his the whole show itself and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's
I guess
it's,
if anything, I would have liked to see a little bit more of that. Honestly, like, I like the I like the silly monster, like evil Pee Wee Herman stuff. It would have been kind of cool if they were doing like the Mr. Rogers thing, which I guess it would be Mr. Rogers though, because if it's the '90s, wasn't Pee Wee Herman's more the '80s, wasn't he? Or
Mr. Rogers is like I think '80s and '90s.
Okay. Yeah, right.
And Pee Wee is like late, I think like late '80s stuff. Because
well,
I mean,
if they went the Mr. Roger route, like obviously it's not a complete 1-to-1 comparison, but it'd be kind of cool if they had the whole fucking trolley that went into like a whole other world.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's my only gripe with the movie is like I would have liked to see even more of that, like kind of when they went into his world. Now, whether or not that's like a budget constraint or something, I don't know, but I kind of wish they had explored more of the world when they go in there. I mean, I did a pretty decent job. The moon scene, the moon thing, it was pretty cool. Like,
yeah, that was
I like that.
crazy.
It was weird, but yeah, I just wanted to see more like puppets. Yeah, I'm a big baby child. I wanted to see more puppets, dude. I don't know.
Hey, well,
but other than that, man, I that would be like that's a small little bitch complaint because to be honest with you, like I really enjoyed it. It was. I had seen, like I said, I've seen like posters, people sort of talking about it here and there, and I was like, I didn't know what to expect about it, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. So,
also very good effects with the gore and stuff like that. Again, they went a little further than I thought they were gonna go, which was also very surprising. And like we're fans of gore and special practical effects and stuff like that. Whether or not they were practical or CGI, I thought they were done really well.
I like gore. I just get bored when it turns into like just torture. And I'm just like, come on.
I kind of like torture sometimes.
I mean, if it's a real big asshole character kind of thing, yeah, right. Like, but for the most part, I just get bored if I'm watching somebody like, I don't know, slowly stick a chopstick into their eye or something. I don't know.
You need it quick, like Sergeant Kabuki Man.
There wasn't too much.
I said you need a quick like Sergeant Kabuki Man.
Oh,
you didn't hear me again?
He said Sergeant Kabuki Man. He was saying that because of chopsticks.
Yeah.
Sergeant Kabuki Man. The power is love.
Yeah, they didn't have that much in there, but I thought it was like what
scene where he's stuffing the dad. Yeah,
when it's presented, it's enough for me. Like,
he's force feeding him.
Yeah.
But that was after he like disembowels him, It's like, oh, that's awesome.
Because he has to like get his vegetables in a certain way and fucking just.
Yeah, he couldn't eat the food. It was a pile of like worms and feces or something.
And they had the bubble, like the bubble blows up.
I like that
head,
one
right?
too. I wasn't sure. I thought he was just gonna suffocate, and then it just pops his head off.
Yeah,
which I was like, all right.
Yeah.
There was one.
The two. Oh, go ahead.
There was one that was off at the end of the movie. It happened like before you get there, where like this person's arms are like stapled to the wall and like their torso is just like sitting on the floor. I think it was when they were trying to get into Mr. Crockett's world. Like they go into this one house that he's like attacking.
Oh,
and when I think they go into the kitchen and they see the remains of like that parent or something.
Yeah.
But I would have liked to have seen that because I was like, what the fuck happened to that guy? What were some of I was trying to remember some of the kills. It was the bubble guy. It was the guy who needed more iron in his diet.
Yeah.
It was
Well, I know the way they finish off Mr. Crocket with the fucking magic crayon, the Harold is purple crayon thing, and he slices them with the he slices them with the crayon or marker or whatever.
He gets fucking chopped in half. He gets bisected,
Yeah.
right? Which I was like, okay, sure.
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know. I don't have like I feel like whenever there's a movie that we don't like, there's probably more to say about the complaints. But like when it's something like it's good,
there's
like
really
this
not
one,
much
like there's not much to
like,
say other
I'm
than
really
like,
thinking trying.
Yeah.
Like I just had I had a fun
not-
time watching the movie, and that's pretty much all I can say about it.
I was very much surprised by how much I enjoyed this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cool one. Check it out.
Yeah. Good
wanna
job,
see
Hulu.
more.
You did it. Good job.
Yeah,
I mean,
I interested to see if they'll make a sequel out of it. I mean, I don't know.
I would hope so.
I think they have a
I
lot of
want to
options.
see people dressing as this guy from now on in like fucking Halloween and shit next year. That'd be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Are you sure?
That would be awesome. Ray, what the fuck? You do this. What am I even saying? Yeah, hell yeah. You can get that, man. Get that damn fro wig. You be set, dude. Hell yeah.
Hey Ray, just trim this off and start growing this.
Get the.
You got it, man.
Oh my god, Ray!
I think you would look amazing in a bow tie, Ray. Honestly,
this would be like wish fulfillment to you. You could just walk around and be so shitty to kids.
Yeah, dude.
What are you talking about? I'm trying to save them, bro. Like,
yeah, it's true.
I could be shitty to parents.
You could save so many children, Ray.
You know that's not my style.
So many children.
Ray, have you ever worn a bow tie in your life?
I'm pretty sure you have.
Yes, I think it was for a wedding.
Damn. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray in a bow tie, man. That's crazy.
There was a time.
Or you know what? Like you could dress as you could do Mr. Crocket, but you could have a bolo tie. You could be the
fucking stupid.
You could be the Joe Bob.
Yeah.
Don't hate.
Hey,
don't hate.
No, I'm saying I would look stupid with a bolo tie, man. Like I've already done it once, and I look stupid.
That's what I'm saying. Still, like, nah.
Why?
I mean, firstly, you're gonna be wearing like a fucking vest, cardigan, or whatever over this.
Yeah, but that sweater looks
have a
kick
giant
ass.
fro.
So. That sweater looks kick ass. So like, I wore a bolo tie to Brian's wedding. Remember that?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't
with a red vest. With a red vest. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I do not remember that at all.
Are there any pictures of this supposed
There are.
event?
I can show them to you.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to see that, man. Ray in color with the bolo tie.
I just remember getting kicked out of that.
Yeah, you got kicked out. But anyways,
for being invited, I got kicked out.
So,
anyways,
let's give our ratings for this movie. Bryce, your suggestion. You go first. 1 out of 5.
I'm gonna give it a 3.5. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Is it gonna? Am I gonna say it's like the best movie ever made? No, but I really honestly don't have any complaints about it. I just kind of in good faith give it like a 4 or 5, but I enjoyed it a lot. I do want to see more of it. I think it could easily be expanded into a universe, and I think it could just. I think it's a good starting point for this, and I think I could if it's done right and they do it well, they could build on it and make it even better. You know what I mean? Like, I guess that's what I would say about it. I think this is a good starting effort for this. And I think, like Ray said, it was a short film, and they expanded it. Now they can even go further with it and make it even better.
They did
kind of like, in my opinion, like sort of like with Terrifier. I mean, obviously, I'm not comparing this movie to that, but Terrifier 1 was good, but then they really amped it up with Terrifier 2. Maybe they make a Mr. Crocket 2, and it just fucking hits it out of the park. I don't know, but like I said, it's a good first start. So for me, I enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect coming into it, so I was surprised by it. So that's my rating of 3.5.
Okay. Roland, what do you think?
I really enjoyed this movie. was really struggling to try to think of things to like criticize about it, but it's just a fun little movie. Like the premise is nifty. The actors all do a really good job. And I don't know anybody in this fucking movie, so that's cool for me. If I can tolerate some randos fucking bad acting, but there's none of that here. And I mean, I love the villain, love the effects, the setting, everything. Like, so I'd probably give this like a 4.1. I think
4.1. All right.
because like I really like that this movie doesn't drag. That it's not a fucking long movie at all. Like that.
Yeah, and it didn't need to be, and they knew that, and they
it's so important. It's so important to me that these movies are not like boring, like what the fuck? Like I can't stand this shit. And it's I don't have any of that issue here. It's great. So yeah, go check it out. I want to see more. The director, Brian Espy. Brian Espy. Keep it up. More shit. Go.
All right. I will agree with Bryce. I was gonna give it like 3.5 out of 5. I couldn't like you said in good faith give it like a 4. But I think it's a good movie. It's a fun movie. It's something I can revisit. And again, like you said, I hope they expand on the whole lore and the world of Mr. Crocket. And I think they have the opportunity to do so. So I hope if they do have that opportunity, that they do it well and they kind of take their time and really fine tune any details that they need. That way they can make another fun movie and keep it under a particular time. Don't bloat it up. Just make it
writes itself. It's such an easy concept.
Make it right, make it tight. Well, you would hope so, right? I mean, like, if they get like a bigger budget or they have the opportunity to, like, maybe they can introduce more of like Mr. Crockett's little characters that he has with him. Maybe something a little bit more grand. Maybe expand on like a Psycho Gorman kind of like. There's more.
Maybe we can
beans
have
out there.
like. Like a Freddy versus Jason moment. It'd be like Mr. Crocket versus like what was the name of the fucking oh damn it. Do you guys remember that little Muppet? It was the lamb, a little sheep. What was the name of that one?
Lamb Chop?
Lamb Chop, dude.
Mr. Crocket against Lamb Chop?
Yes. I want to see Lamb Chops, dude. I want to be like Mr. Crocket,
shit.
Lamb
What
Chop.
the hell?
Fucking...
That's gotta be public domain. Why don't they make that a fucking horror movie?
Yeah, dude.
You already got Pooh. Let's make Lamb Chop.
Fuck yeah. I want to see Mr. Crocket versus Lamb Chop.
Well, honestly, I was actually thinking
fight to the death.
It's funny you said that though, Roland, because I was thinking they should do a crossover with the Pooniverse and Mr. Crocket.
I mean, I'd be happy with that too.
They already got the Pooniverse. Like, let's bring him in. Why not?
I would be so fucking happy with that. Like, just to see him like interact with other like movie monsters.
Like monsters, yeah.
Yeah, like the Universal like Monster Squad, any of that shit.
And he would do that same shit with like LeVar Burton thing. He'd be like, "You honey sucking pussy bitch." He'd say some shit like that.
For sure. Works for me.
All right.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a cool movie.
All right, so Mr. Crocket, definitely check it out. If you have any comments on that, I mean, leave them below if you have the opportunity to do so. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe. We appreciate everyone who watches, and we'll have some more Halloween stuff hopefully coming out to you in the next couple of days.
Yep.
Goodbye.
See ya.